So I'm here with Ultra David Graham. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
All right, first question. How did you think Fighter Mania went? Did you like Fighter Mania?
Yeah, Fighter Mania was fun. I liked some of the matchups. I do think that it ran a little bit too long, but I talked with Jabali about that, and he totally agreed. He had already figured out what to do. So I'm looking forward to it again next year, presumably. They'll do it. Yeah, it was fun, I thought.
You're rocking the Phoenix Wright suit from the Maximilian videos. Is it because you wanted to look classy, or was it because you're going to a cosplay convention?
Let me just say this first. That suit is from Halloween 2 years ago, not from the Max thing. I already had that before the assessment even happened. Honestly, the reason was when I was packing for this trip, I just happened to look in my closet and the suit was like right there, and I just like, oh, okay, why not?
All right. So, actual important question, not related to suits. 2013 update. Now, I watch UltraChen TV all the time, which we'll plug after the interview. And you talk a lot about the updates. You don't have a lot of confidence that Capcom will make the right moves, which is funny because a lot of the pro players I've interviewed yesterday and today are confident that they'll make the right moves. So talk about that.
That surprises me. It does. I think calling it 2013 is pretty optimistic. I'm looking forward to be 2014, but I guess we'll see. No, it's not that I think that they'll make the game bad. It's just that I think that some of the balancers there don't know what characters need, and I feel like you saw that in 2012 even. 2012 is not an imbalanced game. I think it's a pretty well balanced game, but some of the changes that characters got in between the versions were really weird things, like why DJ can cancel his super into Ultra. Was that? Who decided that was addressing DJ's needs? It doesn't.
Ultra 2 got buffed.
Yeah.
No one uses it.
Right, yeah. So, but I mean, even that said, those are buffs. It does help DJ a little bit in some setups and matchups. So it's like a slight buff. So I expect some things like that to happen. Weird changes that not many people had expected. I expect some of those. But, that said, there are people who work there who I think do make really interesting and good balanced changes. So I just think it's going to depend on a by-character basis. I'm most hopeful that they'll just get rid of unblockables. If they do that, and then whatever other random tweaks they make, as long as they're not some game-breaking things, I'm going to be pretty happy about it.
Because if you make too many drastic changes, it's like dropping a rock into it's just ripples. It's like other things get shifted and tiers and all the whatnots, and sure you can forms will blow up. So has Combo Fiend leaked any information to you?
No, I don't get secret info.
Mike Ross doesn't even have information. I just wanted to see if anybody had any insider baseball knowledge. Okay. All right, so there was a video that came out a few days ago, and it said that more people watch esports than NHL Stanley Cup Finals because TV is dying, and South Korea and China and esports and league and all. Are fighting games going to get that big? Can we compete with sports? Does it not matter? What are your thoughts on the growth of the FGC?
I'd be surprised if we got that big for both gameplay and for community reasons. Just a lot of hesitance to do that stuff among a lot of people. So I think that's a setback. I guess if you consider that growth, then that's a setback. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it would be nice, I guess, from my personal position, if we, I hear commentators in esports getting paid $25,000 a weekend, and I'm like, what? I'm working for barely positive dollars over here. So that would be nice. But I don't know that it matters in the long run. It would be nice if some of the top players got paid a little bit more, I guess. But the biggest thing is that people are still playing fighting games and going to events, and that's been growing for the last several years, and it doesn't really show any signs of stopping. So I'm happy with that.
Most interestingly, when I asked that question, some people like Justin Wong are very optimistic. They think we're getting bigger all the time. Maybe 10 years down the line, CBS will just show it like golf. Some people were very pessimistic. G-Sonic said, completely not ever going to happen, not even close. And then Keats didn't care, didn't have any opinion. He was just completely neutral. He goes, I don't mind. I have any opinion. So it's really interesting to get so many people up, down, middle about the FGC. I guess it doesn't really matter then.
Yeah, everybody has their own opinion. There's no monolith or anything. We all have different views about it. I guess I'm not at Ski Sonic's level of pessimism, but I'm also not at Justin's level of optimism. I feel like it's more in between. It's not that I don't care about it. I definitely feel invested in what happens with fighting game community, like Keats. But I'm not expecting it to be gigantic. But I'd be very surprised if it didn't keep growing at the same time. So.
Okay. All right, final question. Dive kick. I've talked to a lot of people about dive kick. A lot of pro players are skeptical, or like NuckleDo, have no idea it exists, even though it's right there, and it's amazing. I got knocked out of winners finals and losers finals in dive kick. I got pretty far. I love dive kick, and there's no one-frame links. It's very easy, very casual. You get to kind of learn. But is it a legitimate game? Because I think it is.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Of course, it's a legitimate game. I think it's ridiculous that people say that it's not.
Yeah.
It does have some execution actually at high level. Like for example, Mr. N, you know how he can float. But if you cancel a kick into float, he moves a little bit, and you can cancel that back into kick, and you can do a float again, and it's all cost meter. But if you want, you can move across the screen by doing kick, cancel, fly. Like it's actually kind of difficult. So it does have a little bit of execution, but for the most part, it's just about the things that I care about in fighting games, which are space control and mind games. I don't care about individual stupid mix-ups. I don't care about execution.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are things that like happen in fighting games, so you have to pay attention. But I'd rather them be minimized, and that's what I like about that game.
James Chen loves execution, and I went, no, James Chen, I can't do it. I can't plank. I dive kick all the way.
No, I have no execution at all. I'm horrible at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy to have a game that's like that.
Yeah, but also has one-frame parries by S-Kill. If you really want to get into that, you can just parry away. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I mean, if you want to have the more execution-heavy characters, they are there still. They're not like some execution-heavy character in Marvel or like Virtua Fighter or something like that, but they are there.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you for the interview. Where can people follow you and find your work?
So you can follow me on Twitter at UltraDavid. You can find my legal practice at dpgatlaw.com.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.